Imagine a place where all the knowledge of the ancient world was gathered. A true paradise for philosophers, scientists, and scholars. This was the Library of Alexandria, one of the greatest symbols of intellectual and cultural power in human history. Today, we will dive into the fascinating story of this legendary library, exploring its origins, importance, workings, decline, and legacy. Get ready, because the story of the Library of Alexandria is as rich as it's mysterious. So, take a seat, because here comes history. The origins and founders. It all began in Egypt. During the reign of Ptolemy I, one of the Alexander's the greatest generals. After Alexander's death, Ptolemy took control of Egypt and started the Ptolemaic dynasty. His son, Ptolemy II, took the decisive steps to create the Library of Alexandria. Located in the city of Alexandria, the library became a cultural hub thanks to the ruler's vision of making it the world's greatest center of learning. The library was a part of the Museum, an institution dedicated to the Muses, the Greek goddesses of arts and sciences. This place wasn't just a collection of manuscripts, it was a center of research, teaching, and innovation, where great minds explored the mysteries of the universe. The goal and importance. The Library of Alexandria had an ambitious and inspiring goal: to gather all the knowledge of the world, from religious and philosophical texts to scientific treatises. Nothing was off limits. The rulers of Alexandria believed that the power didn't come only from armies and wealth, but also from the mastery of knowledge. At the time, the world was experiencing an intellectual expansion, and Alexandria became the heart of this movement. It was a place where cultures crossed, ideas were exchanged, and progress thrived. This center of learning not only preserved the knowledge of ancient civilization, but also encouraged the creation of new ideas, shaping the course of history, how it worked, and its collection. Now you might wondering, how did the library operate? Well, the Ptolemies spared no effort to build its collection. Texts were acquired from all over the known world. In some cases, manuscripts were taken from ships docking at Alexandria's ports. Copies were made and the original stayed in the library. This might seem extreme, but it shows the ruler's commitment to preserving knowledge. It is estimated that the library stored between 40,000 and 400,000 scrolls. The collection included works on science, philosophy, literature, history, and more, with texts in Greek, Egyptian, Persian, Aegean, and even Babylonian. It was a true ark of knowledge. The great minds behind it. We can't talk about the Library of Alexandria without mentioning the brilliant minds who worked there. Eratosthenes, for example, was the first to calculate Earth's circumference with impressive accuracy. Euclid, the father of geometry, also worked there, contributing to the foundations of mathematics. Another important name is Hypatia, one of the few women of prominence in ancient science, a mathematician, astronomer, and philosopher. Hypatia became a symbol of intellectual resistance in a time of religious and political conflict. The Library of Alexandria was home of these minds, who revolutionized the way we see the world. If you're liking the video so far, remember to give a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Share your thoughts in the comments, or let us know if there is a story you would like us to cover. Contributions to knowledge. The advancements made at the Library of Alexandria were nothing short of revolutionary. In astronomy, Hipparchus created the first known star catalog, while Aristophanes of Byzantium developed the punctuation system we still use today. In medicine, Herophilus advanced the understanding of nervous system and anatomy. The library was also a center for translation. Texts from various cultures, such as Indian Vedas and Mesopotamian records, were translated into Greek, spreading knowledge beyond cultural boundaries. This intellectual exchange is one of the library's greatest legacies. Decline and destruction. Here is where the story takes a darker turn. What happened to the Library of Alexandria? There are several theories. Some say it was destroyed during the siege of Alexandria by Julius Caesar, where parts of the city were burned. Others believe the decline was gradual, caused by neglect and lack of maintenance. There are also theories that Christian attacks in the 4th century and Muslim conquest in the 7th century contributed to its destruction. The truth is, we don't know exactly how the Library of Alexandria disappeared, but its loss is a tragedy for humanity. Imagine how many secrets of the past were lost forever. The legacy and myth. Though the library was destroyed, its impact lives on. It stands as a symbol of humanity's potential to seek knowledge, and the tragedy that occurs when the knowledge is lost. The idea of gathering all the knowledge in one place inspired modern libraries like the Library of Congress in the United States and the National Library of France. In 2002, Egypt inaugurated the Bibliotheca Alexandrina, a tribute to the ancient library. These modern cultural centers aims to revive the spirit of ancient Alexandria, gathering knowledge and promoting the exchange of ideas. The Library of Alexandria is more than a physical place. It is a symbol of our eternal search for knowledge and truth. Its story teaches us the value of preserving wisdom and the danger of taking it for granted. Despite its destruction, the library lives on in our memories, inspiring scientists, historians, and dreamers worldwide. What about you? Have you ever wondered how our world would be if all the knowledge from the Library of Alexandria had survived? Would human history be different? Share your thoughts in the comments and let us know what you think about the fascinating chapter in our history. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more content like this.